Boss, the government created a surplus of houses.
That's good, Sasha. Now there's no houses for people to live in. What's the problem here?
Well, since the government built more houses than people demanded, the expansion created a bubble in the business cycle.
Oh no, how did this happen?
Well, boss, due to the growth and value of the family home increasing, the consumer price continued to follow. This growth became unstable and too much for the market to handle.
And what happens if it's too much to handle?
If it's simply too much for the market to handle, the bubble in the business cycle will pop, and this pop will cause a recession in the business cycle.
Is recession caused by the fact that people won't be able to afford their homes?
Precisely, and because the consumers will not be able to afford their homes, the housing industry will have to cut off its workers. This leads us to unemployment. In this case, we're dealing with cyclical unemployment. This means it was caused by recessions and expansions. This graph shows the correlation between housing prices and inflation, and it shows how the value of median family homes closely mirrored the consumer price index. An evaluation that we can make from this graph is that Americans make more, they can afford more, and when they can afford more, prices go up accordingly.
And because the price inflated before, the consumers could not afford to pay for their homes?
Yes, and because of this, on the business cycle graph, you can see that there's a rapid and sudden devaluation of one value to match the other.
Which would be deflation, right?
Yes, it's an enormous financial windfall and one prone to produce and fuel a serious economic crisis that affects one nation at large.
So how can our nation recover from this?
To fix our problem, we need to lower the prices of the houses and then bring it back up to a stable rate.